I need you to know how close you are to your next breakthrough. You want to become the person that has developed a habit, a skill set of presenting information in a way where we can guarantee the audience gets it and it sticks to them.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm trying to budget my time accordingly. And today I did pretty good. With my job, I pretty much drive all day. I try to orchestrate my farthest stop first and then work backwards. So far, so good. But you know, that's that. How are things with you?
Good. Today me and AI went on a tangent.
Well,
So
that's good. Have you been able to implement anything we talked about?
yes. One of them being I found a couple grants for you, and I just need to send this link to you so I can follow through with it. Just get your information what you want the grant focused on.
Okay.
But as well as that, I'm pulling my notes.
And I'm happy you said that too, because I follow a couple people that promote grants, and I know one of them was doing a webinar, and I was like, man, bro, I need to find a link and send it to you, because yeah, it's definitely each one teach one moment. And I just got off the phone with my business partner, talking to him about grants, and I do understand it's a process, but I really feel too, it's also a frequency.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a numbers thing, but also about timing. I got the 10 G's for COVID. When I found out about that particular grant, the ones that I actually wanted before that one had just expired. And so, point being, yeah, send it my way, we'll chop it up. I have an event on Friday. It's like a mastermind thingy I'm excited about. And it speaks to being a action taker. I don't know what your platform is, but whatever platform that you use, try to be someone of influence or reference where if they have a mixer or some kind of event or a conference, kick up enough dust that they invite you to stuff. For me, I use a WAP platform, and I was fortunate enough to converse with someone on the inside, and she helped me with what I needed help with, but I also was able to be a first mover on the platform before my peers. So they invited me, and one of my peers who has a podcast also that's doing better than me, which is kind of subjective, but he's doing his thing compared to what I'm doing. He's like, man, they didn't invite me. I was like, wow. So, you know, it's one of those things where we hear favor ain't fair, but then we have to understand it ain't fair, but it can very well be balanced as well.
Yeah.
You know, so that's that.
But yeah, and then also one of the tangibles for me to, I guess, be the expert in my own lane with, that was the one thing I was going down the list of my homework, and I realized how I could blend two things that I've already been working on, and I feel like I could talk about with my eyes closed type of thing. But it's also a beautiful merge, because I was just kind of talking the idea out with one of my friends, and she was like, oh no, I see this. So, that's what I did today with AI, which was really trying to figure out what I could initially, sell outside of the course itself that could still bring as a resource to people.
Right.
And, of course, yoga mats came about, but also... so initially, it's really just like a money date challenge.
A money date?
Say it again?
You said money date?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty much the concept of knowing your love language, as well as how that incorporates into your finances.
I like it.
And I've already done the research on it a couple years back, and now I'm just updating myself now on other things they have around love language. And so this is like, when she said, it was pretty much her saying her husband and herself don't align or know how to talk about money because they are pretty much in two different areas. And I'm like, that's because you guys have two different love languages. And she's like, how do you know that? Like, what do you mean? And so I went to it.
Yeah. Did you record it?
No, I didn't. But I went straight to writing it all down as soon as we were talking. So there was no missed moments on, getting it all, but after I build it out.
You know what's so awesome? Man, am I cutting you off? Did you have more to say? I was gonna say what I see you cultivating now is like a couple's guide to like yoga or money, some kind of blend between money and yoga. I really feel like there was a niche in yoga called financial yoga, which is so, I guess, new.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard it, but
honestly, that's the thing. That was another thing I did with AI today was find if there's any competition out there, and there's not.
Well, the name of the game is find the void, identify the void, identify your purpose in that void, and execute. You know, it would be refreshing if your contribution is financial yoga. For me, that would mean, okay, cool, I got me a yoga teacher, come sit through a class with me, and she don't know we finna learn about money. And now guess what? What you're cultivating is an approach to talking about finances without it being so confrontational.
Right.
You know, this is
that's the space that everybody always asks. Prevents the judgmental free. We all have our mistakes. We're all humans. Please come as your full self. And that's where I feel like.
Yeah, and that also leads to your yoga cards. So it's like, okay, this pose is a budget pose. Budgeting is, boom. Well, since it's yoga and it's 4 letters, here are the 4 letters of budgeting. You know what I'm saying? In this budget pose.
Yeah. I was literally trying to find the decks and certain things like that, mini documentary, just to figure out how I could possibly build it out if I want to do financial tip on one side and yoga routine on the other.
So I'm on Alibaba right now. I'm about to type in custom cards. Custom, let me just say flash cards and see what pop up. Flash cards. And they're going to be dirt cheap. I'm already knowing.
I literally went to that camera. That's what first thing I didn't even think about it, but yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yep, 80 cents, $1.20, $2. Girl, it's a wrap. And then the cheat code is...
Which site did you find it on?
I'm on Alibaba. I'm on the app.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I ended up on. Cool.
Yep, Alibaba, and then you full court press. Talk to them for like you got $1 million. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give you every answer you want. And then they're going to ask you, okay, what you want to start with. We normally require this as a minimum. And then you tell them, okay, before I order something big, let me get a custom 1 or 2. How much for that? Then you're going to tell them how much for express shipping. They're going to give you a price. And then you run with that. And now you got your prototype in less than 2 weeks to see, I can get stuff from China in a week.
No, yeah, it was somebody who posted the drinking game with finances. And she shared her process of it all. I'm like, oh, she did it so quickly. And I'm like, oh, is that it? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So, yeah, I could definitely see, I don't know, like seeing it being done, just put it like the effort just seems a little bit less now.
Yep, so have you ever seen anybody with yoga flashcards?
Yes, I actually went through all of the yoga decks I personally have.
How many different people have you seen selling yoga cards?
I only see them, honestly, inside of larger stores, like Barnes & Noble type of thing. I haven't seen it personally, like, at a booth or anything else.
Oh, then that's your space then. Because I'm telling you right now, what's gangsta is this is how I win. I call it value through volume. So my YouTube ain't monetized. I don't give a gosh darn. I got 1,000 videos. Like, when it do hit the fan, it's going to start off with a couple of cents for hit dollars. And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So in the meantime, in between time, I'm up 1,000 videos. That hit harder than making money from YouTube, if you ask me. You know, so find your groove. And again, with this, it may not be different types of yoga cards. It may just be your first batch, you know, when you just put that ish everywhere. Do you use, you know what Trello is?
Oh, yeah.
Do you use it?
No, I have a task manager inside of my CRM.
Oh, you good to go then. Okay, bet. So this is where that research comes in. 17 different this, 17 different that. So that comes in to help you say, okay, cool. Let me just get 17 samples and ship them out to these folk. Hit or miss. Pareto principle. Go do 17 times 0.2. So you ship something out to 17 people, or 17 businesses rather, or 17 platforms. Expect 3.4 of them to rock with your campaign and respond. Yeah, it might take shipping out 17 cards to 17 people, only to hear back from 4 of them, but that's the cost of the investment.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I'm literally typing it in now, so we just do the beginning steps on Fridays. Look up. When it comes to, so I put me doing like the yoga challenge on back burner. So I'm actually reached out to another fitness
Person.
Instagram that's in like the same area, but their focus is actually on the 15 up area. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because I feel like I can have a crowd with her, and I can have a crowd with other people. And so we're actually meeting up on Thursday, which will be tomorrow, to talk details in regards of like, because I just kind of sent her voice message of my brief like thoughts and things, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm in. And so I'm like, okay, send me your email, we'll set up a date, and get them booked, and so we're kind of going from there.
Yeah. Did I mention finding 17 people on LinkedIn already?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
actually.
I'm about to say, cause see, I don't think anybody is doing the yoga cards on LinkedIn heavy. So it could potentially be a blue ocean for you. And again, you're doing great. I have no idea how long we've been rocking, but I believe in right around 4 or 5 months. Typically.
Yeah, it's definitely 4.
Okay, cool. So at the end of what does October make month 4? All right, cool. So in about 2 or 3 weeks, expect to start feeling a little more different, a little more certain about what's going on, and then by month 8, you'll begin to see some. The exciting part right now is you're laying the foundation. Literally, if you used to get $1 million today, with what you have right now, right? There are a couple more things you'll add to your routine, to your repertoire. So you good. Just bear in mind that as you're adding on this tool belt or adding on these different systems, that these are the same systems that are going to be the foundation of your business. So while you're out doing meetings, all of the workflows and back end things that you set up is literally going to be what's holding your business together. So, in so many words, whatever you come up with, make sure you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like even with me, some of my older YouTube videos really got the sauce, and I really need to do some more YouTube videos. I just been focused on trying to handle the other side of the game. But what I appreciate is I didn't hold back with these older videos, so I could very well have my assistant just go back and pull those and repost them. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be up. Yeah, and so here's the game changer. The game changer is this. When we go to church, we don't like it if the preacher preach the same sermon. Now, I mean, I'm all for, gems, but if it's the same gems I heard last week, man, I could go do something else with my time. And that sounds bad, but now as the person that has the message, the new the agenda is, how do you do the same thing? So how do you express the same idea differently? And so, in the words of Mark Corey Russell, it's like, man, we think we got to come different every time with different content. Well, in reality, we have to get good at presenting the same content to the same audience, because not everybody gets it the first time around. So if it takes 7 touches or 11 touches for the content, having different content 11 days straight really gonna throw you off. Now, if we run it back and the same content 11 times, but approach it 11 different ways, then the audience can now gravitate to the message because they heard it enough. And so just know that before you're ready to, give up on a certain concept, that it's a while for it to catch. Even like today.
And I actually posted a short, and it did really good on my YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah. And YouTube was like, do more of it.
Yep, and so
because it got over 500 views in like the first 24 hours or first 4 days.
Oh yeah, see that right there? So boom, here's the hack. With that right there, the next move would be, well, I don't know what kind of video it is, but is it just a video with no words on the front, on top of it?
Correct. It just has sound to it though.
Okay. I would remix that and just change the words or add words 5 different ways and let that run for a week, and then try to recreate the same video, post that, and then just run the same thing every week to kind of hone in what they like about the video. And then that way you can add that to your campaign, knowing that this video resonates. Like on my YouTube, if you go to like my shorts, you know, towards the top of the year, I literally posted the same video maybe 200 times, about 100 times. I just changed the words, and that thing took off. You know, so
yeah. And I was like, I know what it is. It's very much like this is what I'm choosing to do. So I just have others, and I'm in shorts too. So I'm fully aware.
Well, that's
yeah.
good.
So it was like 500 views in the first 11 hours.
Yeah. So you there. And again, that's another thing too. Learning to trust your instincts is definitely a part of the self-development process.
Mm-hmm.
It is super critical because it's one thing to be prepared to receive the information. It's another thing to know how to approach the new information. And that's when that self-talk kicks in, and you kind of want to be in the flow of reading that energy to know what those next steps are.
Okay.
You know, like with me, my is if I'm thinking it, execute. If you don't know why just yet, don't worry about why. Just keep executing. And then when things start to turn, it'll be revealed to you.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be honest, you don't know what works. You just don't know. I mean, you never know what works. But the hack is to operate off of the idea anyway, because you become the person that can now monetize or benefit from the idea. So we think it's about the idea itself, when in reality, it's about becoming the person that has a system to execute every idea so that you can see what idea works and then you make the changes. So, for example, if you know every video concept has its own week, then okay, let me go and ideate 52 video ideas and I'm done for the year. Meaning everything I'm pulling from for the next 52 weeks, the next year, is this list of content. So this list of content is going to give me leads. It's going to give me business. It's going to give me exposure. So if I don't feel confident about the list, if I fix the list, I can fix the business. Now, it comes with trial and error, but that's the whole point of having a list, because the fun part is this. We can focus on sales, okay, but sales is a culmination of other things. So if I'm looking at it from a mathematical perspective, if everything I'm doing equals better sales, or everything I'm doing equals no sales, if I flip it, it's now saying no sales equals everything that I've been doing. So to fix it, I can say sales equals everything I haven't been doing. And then I can have both of these equations side by side with a little space in the middle. And then I can put in that middle space on one at the top details of these actions. And on one side, it's gonna be an itemized list of everything that you wasn't doing. And on the other side, it's gonna be an itemized list of everything that you have been doing. And each of the items on that list is a reflection of each other. So if it's focusing too much on content, the win is gonna be to not focus on the content. If the other side was focusing on leads, then the sauce is to have better content and not focus on leads. So when it comes down to, like I said earlier, having that list of content ideas, that's a better approach. It's a little better, it's a little more quantifiable than saying, I ain't got sales, I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like, I saw someone earlier and she was saying, this chick I'm talking to about credit, her post said, posting your business, focusing on the solution. And then she said, I focus on the pain points to bring my clients to the solution. Meaning, she focuses on the pain points of her audience so she makes more money. So in your case, what's the nitty gritty that's going to bring people to the product that you have, the service that you provide, versus how good you feel about the solution? Matter of fact, let me take a little bit of my own advice and just write this down real quick, because
all of just writing it down, literally.
So we're going to say pain points that drive people to confidence coaching. As a matter of fact, let me go on my phone right now and go to chat Yeah, because I what I know, but
Yeah.
pain points that drive people. It's like, okay, cool. If I do this list myself, it's gonna take me a day and a half to finish the list. I'm gonna just type it in to chat. I already been feeding chat my life story already. Then I'm gonna say, give me 17, we're gonna say 17 content ideas for social media to get me, here we go, 17 leads on social media a week. I don't need 17 leads a day. That's cool, but it's gonna be hit or miss. Give me 17 leads in a week. I can start there. Now, if you froggy, hey man, give me some content that's gonna hit 17 leads in a day. But see, I don't know how hot your audience is. My audience is kind of, I'm at 12,000 reach wise on social with my podcast page. And the funny part about it, I only got about 100 followers. But on my personal page, I got 20 something thousand, well, almost 30 really. And my reach is on 2,000.
Okay.
So if you got
Yeah.
if you got 25 followers, hey man, that's where the money at.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you on chat right now and you typed in the same prompt that I typed in, but I'm gonna read you what chat told me, and we just gonna rock with that. Okay, so as an example, I put in pain points that drive people to confidence coaching. Give me 17 content ideas for social media to get me 17 leads on social media a week. Okay, here are 17 content ideas to address the pain points that drive people to confidence coaching and attract 17 leads per week. Number 1, imposter syndrome solutions. Number 2, confidence versus competence. 3, overcoming fear. 4, how to stop doubting yourself. 5, dress for success. 6, post reels. 7, monetizing confidence. 8, 3 signs you need confidence coaching. 9, from employee to leader. 10, morning routine. 11, success stories. 12, how to charge what you're worth. 13, confidence myths busted. 14, behind the scenes. 15, action versus thinking. 16, free confidence challenge. And then 17, from doubt to domination personal story. So now, for the sake of the conversation, we're going to do copy, paste, that drive people to. Now, is your specialty yoga? Is it, well, I have to say yoga coaching for 55-year-old and up? What's your...
Yeah, I think that's the whole other aspect I'm trying to figure out too. I think with this initial go around, what I'm doing next is 50 plus. Yes.
Okay, so let's just
Yeah.
let's just try it out. And I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna say financial yoga.
True.
Then we're gonna say in parentheses, backstory, financial yoga is my contribution to the yoga space where I introduce elements finance into the exercises in yoga. Okay, pain points to drive people to financial yoga class. 55 years on up. Introducing financial elements into yoga can be an innovative way to help 55-year-olds gain control over both their physical and financial well-being. Below are 17 content ideas to target the pain points driving this age group to your financial yoga classes, designed to generate 17 leads per week. All right, go to the bottom. We're going to hit copy. And then, like church, I'm going to send this to you, and we can read it at the same time. Boom, sent that. Okay. All right, number 1, why financial health matters. 2, financial flexibility. 3, retirement planning. 4, stress relief. 5, the power of visualization. 6, balancing budget and body. 7, testimonials. 8, debt detox. That's fire. 9, 5 ways yoga helps. 10, investment strategy. 11, financial help and healthcare. 12, better decisions. 13, retirement planning. 15, free yoga. 15, financial flow. 16, managing stress and breath work. That's gangster. 17, money matters Q&A. So ideally, this could potentially be 17 weeks of content where we practice this concept of between 7 to 11 touches for the audience to attach themselves to the content and take action. And we bake in the win, so you ain't got to stress about whether it's sticking or not, because we want to become the person that has developed a habit, a skill set of presenting information in a way where we can guarantee the audience gets it and it sticks to them. How do we guarantee that? We guarantee that by showing it to them 7 to 11 times. Heavy on the 7, light on the 11. So if you can just become the person that introduces an idea 7 times, you'll be a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more gangster. And if we can quantify that, that's transformation. So we now have a cheat code, a real deal solution and strategy to validate having a confidence coach. This dude with the orange hair gave me actionable steps, something I can go home with and follow through that can guarantee maybe not my outcome, but at least get me 8.3% closer. So that in 12 months or less, I'm 99.6% there. Now that last 0.4% is all on me, but at least I'm 99% there, right? So I'm rehearsing this because, for all research purposes, you feel me? Content-wise. And here's the thing, too. I need you to know how close you are to your next breakthrough.
Yeah, truly.
Out the way, you got the content. Last time we talked, it was about lead generation. Now, I don't know about your campaign, but I know for me, if I have experienced an influx of potential leads, I'm here to tell you, all of them ain't paying out. I just got one client. So being the person that can first dominate with 17 leads a week, I'll take that, because if I was bringing in 17 leads a day, it'd be 17 leads that one day out the whole week.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you from experience. Listen, I'm just telling you what I'm going through. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Like, I can make 17,000 a day. It's probably gonna be that week or that 1 month. So let me at least be a good manager of that, where I'm not so weary of anxiety or doubt if I can't pull it off. Like, let's put it where it's at, so everything past that is a testimony. You know? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
Yesterday when I was cleaning the house, I'm like, why haven't I expanded on this? I'm like, I'm sitting on things. I'm like, I need to stop. And yeah. Confirming, because I want it all.
Yeah, because like I was telling a mentor of mine, he posted something about, I'm part of the morning meetup with David Shands. He's saying, after but the call early this week, he had a to-do list of things. And, it's like when you can itemize a list, there's the change right there. And then those actionable steps. Actually, no, him posting that reminded me about what I was saying a couple of months ago. Like, I just got checked into a book that I had bought maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I ain't read it in 4 or 5 months. I'm just like, wow, bro. And I'm telling myself, I'm like, man, I told myself about, April, it's now October, 4, 10. Yeah, 6 months ago. Wow, bro, 6 months ago. Okay. Months ago, I was telling myself, I ain't spending no more money on no more courses. And I'm happy I said that. But on the flip side, you're like, bro, you ain't spent that much money to where you can't go back and actually go through the things that you was praying to God you could afford. So I got a program from Odell Bazell from last year. I spent money on. I got a membership course with credit that I paid $50 a month for. I got the process. I got this program with Ashley Kirkwood. What is it? Your first 5-figure contract course. Printouts I gotta do. Then I gotta speak your way to cash. Membership printout I gotta do. That's about 4 or 5 things that I want to smash through before the year is out. But my point is, in doing that, we want to make sure we're covering all our bases. So I bring it up to say, when it comes to finding ideas that you haven't executed on, that's the money maker right there. I may have expressed it to you before. I'm just reiterate it, but a lot of times the money maker ain't just doing the things that we feel we should be doing in our business, just to see if it's making us some money.
Mm-hmm. Literally, yeah.
What did you text me?
Oh, I sent you what I said I dusted off yesterday. It's a date jar that includes like literally a list of different dates, but the purple are budget friendly. And then they all have like different color coordination. And this is what I was kind of embedding into the course is an opportunity to print this off and have it for yourself for like 50 dates total. We were talking about before. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about the fact that like I really have my own content this year for like a whole year. I could do per week date because there's free dates, there's just group dates, other things, couples, and then elements of just being solo. There's that opportunity in there too, group and then groups as well.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. Let's be real about it. If you itemize 17 content ideas, right, and just fulfill that, and that could be old stuff, new stuff, it could be whatever. But to stick to that, I promise you, the funny part about it, you think 17 ideas ain't nothing to be happy about, but the funny part is, if all you have was 17, it's going to train your mind to push out more ideas. So I kind of want you to catch this concept of this magic number where you can limit your creativity, but it's going to further your productivity.
Mm-hmm.
That's gangster. So yeah, with that in mind, take these ideas and take these ideas, and in the smallest sense, execute with the least amount of effort, so that you develop a system of execution that's not costing you physical labor. Meaning, when things matter most, it's a button click away. And if every line item on your to-do list can be quantified into a 2-minute exercise, we're literally admitting that in 34 minutes, you can knock out 17 line items in your business. You can be a potential 34% more productive in about 34 minutes, which shifts the very existence you're experiencing.
Yeah, literally.
34%. Now, I don't know how gangster these 17 line items is, but when we're now assessing our tasks into quantifiable time limits and quantifiable dollar amounts, that's the stress reliever. When you're down and out and you're feeling overwhelmed, take the time to understand the quantifiable dollar amount each task is going to add to your bank account. That should motivate you to either keep going. That should motivate you to either keep going with that idea or take the end result of that idea and fuse it to another task so you can now get the same results and not feel like it was a wasted effort. I felt so convicted not being able to walk away from an event with more clients, but the takeaway now for me is, am I adding the most value I can to one client? So how's that going for me? It's going pretty good. I did an interview on Tuesday, yesterday as a matter of fact, and I would have you to know, in some weird way, the algorithm is posting the ads was giving me like free PR exposure. Schedule the interview and we'll promote you for free. I'm like, bro, what is this? And I mean, I did a free interview yesterday, and they gonna hit me up when the article is done. Now, what's dope is this. In me expressing and explaining my means of making money and what I do, I was able to say, hey, I got someone joining my mastermind. Whoop, I'm bringing out the waiting list tomorrow. I on our coaching call. Like, I wouldn't have been able to say that if I didn't have any clients. Hell, I wouldn't have been able to say that if I didn't become the person that had a real deal customer journey that played all out. So I just told my business partners earlier, for the imaginary customer, but yet for the customer, for that audience, you're crafting your platform to attract. How prepared are you to take customer A or customers, or 1 through 17 through this customer journey? How complete is your customer journey? Like, are we even capable to attract customers in our dream world? Like, we close our eyes, we meditate, we fantasize, and we ideate and we time travel. In my dream world, is my website ready for the clients that I want? Am I equipped to handle frequently asked questions with my first 17 clients? I go and get 17 new subscribers to my YouTube, and these are my 17 clients. If I got 17 millionaires as clients, and they spending this money every month, at some point they're gonna want to spend more money because they're getting transformation, they're getting value. What they gonna spend their money on?
Yeah, only improvement, development at this point.
I just want to do the math with myself. Let me go and do the math real quick. Boom, go my calculator. Okay, I want people to pay me. Let's see, 9876.54 times my ideal clients per month is 20. That's $200,000 a month. Wow. Now, that's gangster. Times 12 is $2.3 million. Okay, I didn't know that. Let's start this over. Let's say one client, 9876.54. Oh, that's the catch. Okay, no, I'm tripping. I bet. It's a $10,000 for 6 months.
Okay, right.
That's the difference. Okay, now it's making more sense. Boom. Meaning client 1 times 2 is gonna pay me $19,753 a year. Okay? Times 20 means 20 people will bring me $395,000 per year. Watch this. If I divide my mastermind, which is 43200, into the amount that I would make from 20 people, if I had 9 people join my mastermind for the year, that'll satisfy having 20 people, a year with my coaching program. Meaning, if I'm able to bring one person into my mastermind in less than 6 months, something I've never done, I'm one step closer to getting 8 people to my mastermind. So the fact that I'm just falling in love with delivering the most value with one client brings me closer to my overall financial goal by, I know at least more than 75%. No, actually, it makes me 25%. No, let's see, 9. Divide into 100, almost 10%. So it brings me 10% closer versus 20 people, which is 20%. No, whatever the math is, the point is, by bringing one person close, by having someone join my mastermind financially, that's getting me closer. But if I was so focused on bringing a bunch of people to my 6-month program, I would literally be providing less value to you when you've already signed up for 6 months. That's backwards. Right? So thank goodness I have a customer journey for you, because if I didn't, the most I could do for you would be capped at 6 months. And we're already at month 4, meaning that would be me admitting to you.
No, that makes sense. Even for like my other services that I have 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months of like just the financial coaching and all the things. But mainly as the accountant. But I never thought about it, and then since I was like, oh yeah, they could outgrow me after that time frame. And yeah, makes me rethink about the approach to that.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So I've spoken to people that's inside Ashley's mastermind, and I've been in the room, I can happily say, I've been in the room where my colleagues joined her mastermind at whatever level that they joined. And so I asked her on my podcast, I said, hey, well, off camera, I believe, what are the benefits? She said, man, listen, outside of the mastermind, I don't have a friend group. Granted, it might cost me $25,000, $30,000, but these friends are my friends for life because we identify so well. And so it's like, for me, I'm admitting to you, my previous client that graduated, bro got what he needed in 8 months. And when I was providing a service to him as a coach, I wasn't telling him to join my mastermind. I was teasing the idea, but I had already, for lack of better words, stretched his mind just by giving him a solution that, to be honest, I felt like I gave him a solution so fast, he kind of outgrew my coaching. And what did it was, I said, man, listen, what's the most money you want to make in a month? And he was like 200,000. And I was like, bet. I say, cool. You got 2,200 followers on Instagram. If you monetize your following and get at least 2,000 people to pay you $50 a month for, community, subscription, membership, what have you, that's 100 bands a month.
Yeah.
So off the dribble, you only been coaching 2 months. Hey, man, 1.2 million. You up 1.2 million, dog, with this solution. And, I didn't expect it to hit him this way, but I could tell it, changed him. I could tell, it was, I don't know. It was supposed to do. And so my point is, I'm at the meeting to you. We're in month 4 for what I provide as a service via transformation. In 2 months, it would be me saying, man, listen, I can't help you. And then you could very well be like, hey, bro, it was just getting good. Like, dog, I'm just not doing the things. Granted, you told me 4 months ago, but I just found the time 4 months later.
Right.
And so by me now saying, hey, just join the mastermind because it's getting good, I didn't realize last week when I pitched it to you that I was going to realize we 4 months in. I was just asking because you was taking action.
I feel like when I met you and the time frame was I just had coaching back to back from 2 different people and it just didn't click, or I didn't take the actions, or there was something in play that I felt like I was missing. And it wasn't until literally just being in the room with Mello and his people was just kind of like, oh no, this is what it was, the confidence to just do it all, which was missing, because he created a whole plan for me. The other person did a whole plan, but I did absolutely none of the recording because it was kind of like, okay, you told me what to do, but I didn't really take the action because I didn't even know where to start.
Yeah, are you part of the confidence challenge this week?
I'm not. Should be.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do I might do a live training because I'm supposed to hop on today, but I had a call at the same time, and he may not have the time to bring me on, but I still do like a little, either a webinar link or some kind of Zoom link or some content I might do off the cuff to kind of add value. But yeah, it was like, this is why being a part of a mastermind is so important, because it's like I need to be able to quantify the end goal in such a way where it's like, nah, every year you renew, but it's bigger than that, because once you're there, I now can lock in the gems unfiltered.
Yeah.
Now, I don't hold back on it anyway, but it's like kind of want to keep fresh, like I was saying earlier, the 6-month time frame. Now, what I'm experiencing is, like I said, right around month 4, I realized, hey man, these folks ain't finna renew for the month. Now see, that was also a development in my program and my campaign, because I was so attached to this per month thing, because I was so eager, I was so hungry to monetize my coaching, where, it clicked, but it didn't serve me. Like, I was charging bro 100, 200 a month, and that was cool, but at that time I was already paying Ashley 200 a month to be a part of her membership. I'd already been paying Dave Shands $80 a month or $500 for the year for his sit show, or looking to pay, Donnie Wiggins $97 a month for her coaching program. And so, it wasn't until, again, I experienced the mastermind, and like I said, Dave Shands already switched to, $4.99 for the month for his membership. But then with Ashley, her membership, after with those in her mastermind, she was like, nah, I don't know when you hopped on last, but that same monthly, she just got it for the year now. $2,000 for the whole year. And so then after the fact, that made me think, wait a minute, bro, you was just trying to pitch your sauce at $200 a month for the year, but based on the transformation that you provide, 10 bands for 6 months, or 20,000 for 12 months, or just go ahead, wham, bam, doodle, 40,000 plus for the mastermind, is the sweet spot, and just rock there. So as you're carving out this new campaign, because I wasn't clear when I first started. Hell, if I was, I'd be better off, but it takes evolutions. it takes the person. Like me now signing up to be the confidence coach for women in the business space is a new plateau for me. So I got to give myself grace and dedicate the next 12 months to just be in that before I can even ask to get paid from it. You know, so as much it would be dope to get paid in the real realm, I appreciate being able to matriculate a client in the spiritual realm with the spiritual paycheck because I'm able to provide a solution firstly. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? Now, when you renew, you can now live a life where you're getting the gems, you're getting the transformation, and it's only costing you renewal once a year. So, you know, equally so, you know, living a life of premium, you can now impart to your clients, to your team, to your friend group, hey, I joined a mastermind earlier, and if y'all don't offer a mastermind, y'all leaving money on the table. And then they're gonna be like, girl, how much was it? And then now here's the thing. There are payment options available for 40,000 plus. And thankfully, me being a part of Ashley's community, I now know how to do that. That's right around, let's see, 43 bands. I mean, it's gonna be 50,000 if they do the payment plan. So 50,000 divided by 52 is 961. So that literally be a deposit of 2,500, and then whatever that difference is, that'd be 1,000. So yeah, 2,500 up front, and then 1,000 for 25 weeks. If they want to do a payment plan for joining the mastermind. So you probably wondering why I said that. Well, I said that because your friend group might want to be in your business, and they're probably gonna be like, girl, you ain't gotta lie, girl. It's cool and all, but you ain't got 40,000. And then it's like, listen, if you really want to know, if you ain't got the money, hey, 2,500 up front, and it's $1,000 every week. Oh, that ain't bad. So why did I say all of this? Well, because I kind of want to talk it out, and you know, since you paying the spiritual dollars, I might as well give you the framework. Ain't no point in paying, 40,000 plus if you ain't getting the secrets. And what I love is I can now admit to you, you've been getting the mastermind treatment all along. I didn't know it. But see, again, it took being a part of Ashley's community where my peers are part of her mastermind, and she was giving us insight during the conference, Black Women Sell Live, when she was like, hey, listen, inside my mastermind, I show you all my receipts. I show y'all what don't work. I show y'all how much money I spent. I show y'all where all the money went, how much money we made, how much money we didn't make. And so what I'm now gifting to you is, okay, not only are you playing all out, but what if your mastermind was $33,000? And when you now say, hey, this is the money that I want to make, what if we subscribe to a customer journey where it might just take 17, signups a week, get 33 people to join the mastermind, per year or every 2 years. I mean, this is you. Cause now you see how I did this. See, I know what I'm doing. I ain't realize it then, moments ago, but now I get it. Okay, boo. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. In a similar fashion, based on the money you want to make and the frequency you want to make the money, right around 2 months ago, right around maybe 2 months times 8. Sorry, 2 months times, times 4 is 8. So that's 8 weeks. Yeah, about 10 weeks ago, I believe we probably discussed this notion of you make $33,000 per month. Now, based on where we are in your journey, we now know that based on what you're offering, let's work backwards. If the end goal for through 17 is the mastermind or this ultimate yoga, finance, bookkeeping, accounting, grant experience is right around 33K, let's say 33,000 times 17 is $561,000. Or let's put it where it's at. 33,000 times 12 is $396,000. Now,
Okay.
I want to try something really quick. Let's do 43,200 times 20. No, that's not right. One of my numbers equals that same amount of money. But I think well no. One of my numbers was the same amount I just told you, which I thought was so dope. But my point is, imagine how you're gonna feel. Oh man, we done talk more than an hour. Oh well, see now you get you're up the mastermind, so we do like an hour and a half now. If you didn't know, so with the mastermind you get 24/7 text message support, and then you get office hours, hour and a half. So that means pretty much every day of your life between the hours of 4 and 5, you can talk to me because you're a part of the mastermind. Now, when others join, there'll be, a scheduling process. But since you're the only one right now, every day of your life between the hours of 4 and 5 Pacific Standard Time, we can talk. That's customer support. So now you know. But being said, if we're now saying, okay, cool, 17 leads a week, what have you, 17 people sign up a month, whatever those numbers is, if we could just get one person to take this campaign serious that would be perfect that qualifies for the mastermind, we now know they qualify for all your other services. So so I'm big on actionable steps and mindset. The mindset shift is this. Let's attract 17 people that qualify for your mastermind, because we now know that they qualify for all your other services, meaning if they're prepared to sign up for your other services, the way in which you discuss things to them is this order of operations where you still give them positive language. Meaning, if I met someone and I'm like, hey, listen, I am so excited. I just had someone join my mastermind. I don't know what to do with myself. And then they say, well, hey, man, I'd love to be a part of your mastermind. How much is it? I said, man, what's 40 plus? 40 plus, like $40? No, I mean, it's 40,000 plus. Well, I can't have that kind of money. Look, bro, listen, you don't? Great. You still qualify for how much is that? Well, you could do 10K for 6 months, 6,500 for 3 months, or you could do, 650 for 90 minutes a month and rock that. Right? And it's like, man, well, listen, whatever you can't afford, you just qualify for that and we Gucci. And then you get one of those, oh, well, when you put it like that, that's cool too. And that's conversation that we want to now introduce, because we're not really saying no. We're introducing the next opportunity. So if you felt at first a little discouraged by ain't nobody signing up, or ain't nobody paying you no mind, or things ain't clicking the way you want them to, it's like, nah, flip the switch. Let's let every no that has transpired be a no to the mastermind, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So as we now set the frequency to attract people that qualify for the mastermind, but can afford other things that they qualify for, let's talk to them people, because the longer they're a part of the smaller offer, the more they're likely to be a part of upgrading to the larger offer. The same way I encountered you. I didn't know you'd be gangster enough to join the mastermind, but I did know that you were taking your confidence serious. So the framework I'm gifting to you is, when you are not understanding where you are in your service or product development journey, rely on the very customer journey you're experiencing. Now we can say a part of this mastermind, where I call it catering to the customer within, meaning rely on your actual experience as a roadmap for your own clients and customers to give you some ease to figure things out. Because see, newsflash, it's never about figuring it out. You're never gonna figure it out. Now, what you will get is you'll get one step closer, or in your case, you'll get 17 steps closer in increments.
Yeah.
You know, now depending on how you roll, you know, it could every 17 iterations get me 17% closer, or I'm 17 steps closer every 17 days or every 17 months. Hey, how it fall, that's your life path. That's none of my business. That's all on the numbers. But with that being the case, right, that's a better reality to subscribe to, where we're not so caught up in the results. Again, this is about the self-development. Like, let's put it where it's at. 17 times $33,000 is $561,000. Meaning, that's not accurate. It's not accurate. 33,000. Hold on. My math together. I want to be accurate. 33K times 12, 396. There we go. Okay. $396,000 is the money that is coming your way when 17 souls sign up for your mastermind or your ultimate offer experience, whatever that is. Now, if it takes 17 months to make $400,000, if it takes 17 days to make $400,000, if it takes 17 weeks to make $400,000, I trust you'll be happy with that. Am I accurate?
Yeah.
Now, for the sake of the conversation, let's bring it home. 17 months is a year and 5 months. 17 weeks is 4 weeks, 4 and 2 weeks. 4 months and 3 weeks, excuse me. And 17 days is 2 weeks and 3 days. Which brings me back to my first iteration. If it takes you 12 months to get this thing rocking and rolling, man, listen, that's easy. Now, you know what's fun? You join the mastermind, so you already paid for it. You see how that works? You're like, oh, man, you know, again, it's like, okay, you know, in 2 months, you're going to have to renew and pay for your little 6 months. It's like, bro, it's not even, I can't, like, okay, if I'm this spiritual millionaire, you know, in some other realm, I'm not doing those 6 months. Give me the whole 12 months. Like, I really want to, I really want to leave the conversation saying, I expressed to you, back when I was coaching my client, and I didn't even know what I was telling her. I was just giving her business advice because I had the utterance, but I really didn't know my power, all right? And what I was telling her, 2013 was 11 years ago. What I was telling her was, it would be dope to pay all your bills in 1 month. Now everything you after that 1 month, it's all profit.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, you could well join the Chamber of Commerce. You could very well stay consistent with your efforts and lock in with 7. Can we find 17 millionaires age 55 years and up? What we saying?
No, and that's like the possibility of 4 or 5 of them, and there's actually going to be going to that Bali trip. And yeah.
Like, what we doing? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is our focus right now. That's our focus. How long is it gonna take to lock in with 17 ladies, 55 years and up, that need this financial yoga? Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I think we got some clarity.
I appreciate you. Because it's also the fact that the reality of it is absolutely doable. So.
It's just 17 people. You know?
I appreciate you. I'm actually glad to tell my brother's birthday today. So, perfect time.
Nah, for real, cause I mean, I'm keeping it being with you. They fit my brother's, and my brother just suffered a stroke. He alright, he doing well, he recovering, but he's also a diabetic. And I'm like, man, I mean, he could live a better lifestyle. This is very much true. But be that as it may, 55 years and up are prone to medications, alternative lifestyle, not alternative, detrimental lifestyle situations. And so my point is, like, at 55, give me some financial yoga, because that'll give me some resolve based on what I'm going through.
And yeah, so that's exactly what I'm excited to kind of really build with the future partnership with folks I was just telling you about. But yeah, it's like all in reach.
Now you good? Truly.